this rivalry game?
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
Ball handed off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Both teams are sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are.
How the pass rush gets home.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Breaks into the clear. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position. The Aggies will line up here on 1st down and goal.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8.
Let's go.
Back to pass. It's Hart. Looking to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All he had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the LSU Tigers offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Hey, Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get...
First play taking a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Dropping back. It's Hart. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackleless Babe, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm streak that time. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State and Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do?
He's in the clear. crosses the 10, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the BAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Moves out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to throw again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. It's White. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Watkins.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. LSU now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of one. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here?
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. A deep shot to the right. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks into the open. The 30. Powering through a tackle. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
He escapes the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. The receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Going for his running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
They're going to go for it, but to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. To throw, it's White. Looking to scramble. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a one-handed catch. What a one-handed grab by the sophomore.
Wow, what concentration to haul in that throw with one hand. You know, he told us during pregame, some of our production meetings, that they work a lot of times for an hour after practice just to be able to make plays like that. Clearly, it's showing up on the field.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And they get set now to try the PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's White. Catch made on the right side. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
He's got a first down and more. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Looking right, this one caught. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Great chance now to draw it even before halftime. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, that's how you close a half up. But what a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? The first down and still motoring. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Makes the catch downfield. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
It's like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Throws it to the right. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick throw to the left side. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Throw to the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass. It's White. Throws to the tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Second down after that short completion. Looking to throw it again. The receiver grabs it. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that.
Touchdown, Tigers, to put them on top now.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead... And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Running back with the football. Slams right into the wall. They've got it for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double cover certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Running with purpose.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
it again. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's White. He bought some time, now lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. This is the 6th play on the drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead the offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Grinding away with a running game. That's a strong stiff arm. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the 4th quarter, working with the lead. It's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do, but now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Scanning the field. It's White. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with the lead.
Breaks an open space. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Snags the quick throw. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the move now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive